Now, dozens of families have boarded ferries and extra flights have been laid on to help people leave Santorini, as dozens of tremors have shaken the Greek island for a fourth day. Now, they've been recorded between Santorini and Amorgos since Friday, some with a magnitude above 4, rattling Santorini every few minutes on Monday. People being advised to stay out of indoor spaces and some of the island's smaller ports as well, with the tremors predicted to continue for weeks.
It is a critical situation. We don't know what's going on. We'll go to Athens until we see what happens.
I'm leaving because of the situation. I'll be back when this whole thing is over. We believe we'll be back.
I work on the island. I've been a resident for years, but today nobody was expecting this to happen. What's happening now on the island is incredible.
Well, we're going to talk to a seismologist in just a moment. But first of all, let's cross live to Athens, talk to our correspondent, Natalie Savarakis, who joins us from there. Natalie, tell us then what the situation seems to be on the island at the moment.
Well, they're being rattled every 10 to 20 minutes in the past 3 days with the quakes well above a magnitude of 4 on the Richter scale for very many of them. Now, the advice to the residents have been very much to stay outdoors and away from small ports, forcing many of them to sleep in their cars. Of course, some continue to want to sleep in their homes. The authorities on their part have deployed the disaster response units with their sniffer dogs. They've preventively set up tents in basketball courts just to be ready for the worst case scenario. The schools have been shut not only on the island of Santorini but on the nearby islands as well. Again, precautionary measures there from the authorities. Now, the big fear that has started with all this, movement is rock slides have started, and of course on the island of Santorini, known for its stunning views and a particular terrain, is that most of the populated areas are really perched on those cliffs, and rock slides have already started, with many of the residents fearing for that. Now, Greece is no stranger to all this seismic activity, as it sits on multiple fault lines. But of course, there is a sense of heightened worry for the residents, who are all reacting in different ways. Now, seismologists on their parts, you'll speak to one shortly, have been varying in their forecasts, but they all seem to agree that this is not related to the volcano that created one of the largest eruptions in history a few thousand years ago.
So, Natalie, tell us, we've been seeing images there of people leaving the island, getting onto ferries, arriving there in Athens as well, where you are.
Yes, so, with all the seismic activities, at the beginning, residents are used to all this, but it's with all these quakes happening every 10 to 20 minutes. Now, queues are being formed on the ports with many evacuating via ferries. There have been additional emergency, not only flights, but ferries scheduled as well to accommodate to all these people. Now, it's an island with 16,000 residents, and the local airline carrier mentioned that in just 2 days, around nearly 3,000 passengers have left, and that's only by air, just to give you an idea of how things are going there. Now, many are indeed coming to Athens, but they're going to either islands which feel safe or wherever they have family. What we're hearing is, of course, a lot of the foreign people who work on the island are the ones to leave, as they're really not used to this, and it can be extremely terrifying to hear the earth move like this. But locals, increasingly with their families, have also taken the difficult decision to leave, if only for a few days for now, to kind of assess the situation.